News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Hi, I'm attorney Barry Levinson. When you come to see me, nothing makes me happier than to lift your burden and solve your problems. Filing bankruptcy gives you a fresh start. Famous people that you know have had to file bankruptcy. Henry Ford, Walt Disney, Larry King, Donald Trump, and the list goes on and on. We even do loan modifications, and principal reductions are possible. So come see me at the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Capriati Sandwich Shop, located in the Pahrump Nugget Casino. Call us at 775-751-3354 to order ahead.
Tonight on News 46, County Manager Rick Osborne is terminated.
And the Newt Gingrich campaign comes to Pahrump.
And Dream Chaser Horse Rescue needs your help. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, January 10th, 2012. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. And topping our news tonight, is there a violation of the open meeting law? In a majority vote, 3 out of the 5 Nye County Commissioners decided to relieve Nye County Manager Rick Osborne of his duties. This in a time when Assistant County Manager Pam Webster is finishing up her position. She is set to resign in March. It looks like possibly Director of Community Development Darrell Lacey may be absorbing their duties until suitable replacements can be found.
I wouldn't say terminated. I was advised yesterday at 3:30 by him that evidently there was 3 commissioners that no longer wanted his services, and that he has exercised his package to leave.
Are we releasing the name of the 3 commissioners that no longer wanted his services?
Well, evidently, I mean, I don't know, but Commissioner Boraski and myself weren't consulted about this, so we don't know anything about it other than what we've heard in the press and what Mr. Osborne told me yesterday.
And so he approached you to, did they have a meeting with him?
I don't think he had a meeting with them. He had a meeting with the district attorney.
And then, so there was no discussion amongst all the commissioners on this?
No, but my understanding it's on the next agenda to let him go.
Does it have to be a majority? Is that why 3 commissioners? Or?
Well, it's a 5-member board, so Mr. Osborne is an at-will employee, so that means it only takes 3 commissioners to let him go.
Has there been anything in his employment that would say that he wasn't doing his job correctly or he wasn't needed?
Nothing I know of. Like I say, Mr. Osborne is an at-will employee. He can be let go for any reason. He does not have to have a cause to let him go.
How long has he been working for us?
I think he's on his 4th year.
Are we going to be searching for a replacement for him?
First of all, we have to have a meeting to come to that consensus, I would think.
Who will be taking over his job duties while he is no longer there?
I believe the assistant county manager's job description is to take over if there's anything that happens to the county manager.
Isn't the assistant county manager leaving as well?
She has said that she wanted to retire, yes.
And when is she retiring?
I think March, April, somewhere in that deadline.
And so when do you think that Rick Osborne will be let go or retiring?
Well, there will be a meeting, the next meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. This subject will come up in front of the commissioners.
So both these positions will be open. We'll have to have their jobs absorbed at least temporarily by the staff that we already have.
Well, first of all, we've got to go into meeting to come to that consensus or that decision, and that hasn't been made yet.
Well, the Newt train has entered Pahrump. We spoke to Representative Tiffany Rugner about her choice for president, Newt Gingrich.
Newt Gingrich has helped push conservative legislation, more conservative legislation through Congress over the last 50 years. Other than Ronald Reagan and his conservatism, Newt Gingrich represents the core values of the Republican Party, at least the conservative side.
Do you think people are wanting to go more towards the conservative side now?
Yes. People are sick and tired of the government getting into our business and getting into our lives and getting into our pocketbooks. So I think there's a general shift of people towards conservatism, which is smaller government and lower taxes, and Newt Gingrich epitomizes those two things.
Let's talk a little bit about his history, a little bit about Newt in general. What does he stand for?
Well, Newt Gingrich was the Speaker of the House, and it's given him a lot of good experience, hands-on experience, how Washington, D.C. works. I've gone quite a bit to Washington, D.C., and it's kind of a political monster there, or a political machine, and he knows how to get around the political machine, and I feel very confident as president he will be able to get more done than any other candidate that has stood on the stage at the debates.
And with the Tea Party coming out in such full force, Newt has kind of related himself to them a little bit, hasn't he?
Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, on Saturday, the Nevada Republican Assembly overwhelmingly voted in their straw poll for Newt Gingrich. Additionally, every member of the leadership voted for Newt Gingrich. They endorsed Newt Gingrich. So as far as the Tea Party is concerned, or real true constitutional conservatives, it seems that Newt Gingrich has really got the heart of Nevada.
Nevada is a conservative state. What have you been hearing mostly from the citizens about Newt's campaign?
Well, I went to the Nevada Men's Republican Luncheon today, and people came up to me and they said that they feel that Newt is the best conservative in this race, and that they hope that his opponent doesn't win. And it seems like he's getting a lot of support in Nevada.
I know we are here at the Republicans Women's Association meeting. What are some of the things that you've been hearing here?
Well, it's interesting because I've been handing out the 21st century contract for America, and everybody has been coming up to me to grab one of those. Everyone wants to know what is Newt Gingrich's plan and how he intends to implement them. And you can find the 21st century contract with America at newt.org. You would, of course, go to newt.org to find out more information about Newt Gingrich, about his history, about what he's doing now, what the campaign's doing, and, of course, his 21st century contract with America.
Dream Chaser Horse Rescue may be a great choice for your next fundraiser.
Well, as you may know, Dream Chaser Horse Ranch has been going through a little bit of a hardship. We're going to speak to Diane Davis about how you can help.
Well, the property is very insecure, to be honest with you. We've tried for 3 years to work on a modification, and Chase has done nothing but give us a runaround. They drug it out until they got us in such a deep hole that they knew we couldn't have the lump sum to pay it off. And all it took was my sister getting sick and not being able to work for a few months. And what they couldn't do in 2.5 years, suddenly they were able to do in 2 weeks, and say, well, now you don't have enough income to afford the property. And they tried to slap a sale date on it. Well, I was able to get that stopped. But anyway, what we're trying to do now is we want to put together a series of fundraising events, because I'm not asking anyone to just come and hand money over to me. But we want to, through a series of fundraising events, try to raise the money to pay off what's left, which is $155,000.
So people can have fundraisers, and you can be the beneficiary of that fundraiser, or you want a location for a fundraiser?
Either way, they can provide us with a location, because we've got some people that says, well, I'd cook a dinner if you got a place to hold it. Yeah. They can do bake sales for us. They can do car washes. They can save aluminum cans and the plastic bottles for us. Every little bit's going to help, and every bit of it that we collect throughout these fundraisers is going to go into a special fund to just pay off the mortgage, because once the property is secured, then everything else has fallen in place for the rescue to be in pretty good condition.
How can people donate to Dream Chaser Horse Ranch? How can they contact you about the fundraiser?
Well, hopefully we'll get news out about events that's coming up, but if they have a fundraiser they want to do, if they got a location for us to hold one, they can reach me at 513-0945. That is a cell phone, and if I don't answer, it's just because I'm busy with someone else, and I'll get back to you. Again, that number is 513-0945. They can also come by. They can help out here if they...
You're looking for volunteers too.
Oh, definitely, because unfortunately, where there's basically just 2 or 3 of us that run this operation, it's hard for us to be here keeping things done that needs to be done for the horses and be at another location doing a fundraiser at the same time.
Exactly. So, and we are here on Murphy Street.
Yes, it's 3610 North Murphy. Our little section of Murphy, a lot of people don't know where it's at, but they can feel free to call me. I'll gladly tell them how to get here.
And once again, her phone number, 513-0945. You can volunteer or donate to Dream Chaser Horse Ranch. They are a 501c3, and it is tax deductible. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, folks, the Soroptimists of the Pahrump Valley are looking for applicants for the Women's Opportunity Award.
This one is what we call WOA. It's Women's Opportunity Award, and specifically it's geared towards women who are head of household and the primary support of their family, who have gone back into the workforce in order to better their employment opportunities. And this has been around for probably 40 years, and we've been doing it every year here. And one year, our candidate came in second place in the region, and that's out of 60 different clubs. So we're very proud of this award, and they can pick up their application forms either at CC's Beauty Zone or at American Family Insurance, which is on Loop Road. They call it 160. Mm-hmm. The address is on 160, but they're actually on Loop. So they can pick them up in either one of those 2 places.
And what kind of qualifications do you need? Besides the head of household, do you need anything else? Do you need to write an essay? What do you need to do?
We usually have them write an essay and to explain what they're doing and what schooling they're taking, and explain what their financial situation is. And they do have to show a financial need. Mm-hmm. So it's relatively simple. This is geared towards the women. So and again, the women that have been involved in it, it's been a huge help. It's not going to take them through 10 years of college, but what it is going to do is help them out at this time with their expenses.
And the award is monetary, it's for a scholarship, and are they obligated to use it for that?
No, it's a monetary award, and they can use it for whatever they want. It's a way of rewarding and recognizing the need to go back to school, and for those women who find that that's the best way to enhance their their marketable skills. So that's why it's so important, because we see that as often as not, it's the women who have to learn a new field or learn a field. So because maybe they've been housewives for years. So this is really, and we don't limit that money. It's a check to them and they're good to go.
There you go. And for more information, can they call you?
Yes, of course, they can call me. I use my cell phone. It's 702-845-4748.
And coming up, the Tea Party visited Pahrump recently.
And we'll have Nathan Hollenbach with your Week in Sports.
Folks, please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Welcome back to News 46. A representative from the Las Vegas Tea Party spoke last night at the Republican Women's Meeting at the Pahrump Senior Center.
I'm with the Las Vegas Valley Tea Party. We've been operating about a year and a half now, and we are offering a spot for people to come when they're not quite comfortable with the Democratic Party and they're not quite comfortable with the Republican Party, and they'd like to sort of voice what they're unhappy about, but yet we're all like-minded conservatives.
I know that the Tea Party and Republicans are closely related, but the Tea Party has a little bit different take on things. They really go from the conservative roots, don't they?
We do, and we go with the grassroots down. We really get into the local things as well as the national, and we really work hard on giving everyone a platform to be able to work on either a cause or help a candidate. And we're a nonprofit, so therefore we can't really endorse anybody, but we really offer the opportunity for everybody to learn about the candidates or the causes. And we're working on, like, Nevada Clean Up the Vote, voter fraud right now, and we're holding a great meeting next Monday night, the 16th of January, at Tommy Rocker's over on Dean Martin Boulevard between Tropicana and Flamingo. And we're having the president of the National Rifle Association as our guest speaker, and he's going to talk to us about the Second Amendment.
And here's Nathan Hollenbach with your Week in Sports.
Good evening, Pahrump. This week in sports, we have a Hall of Fame announcement. Major League Baseball player Barry Larkin gets elected for Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. When coming into a professional sport, the main focus is that you made it and you will be the best player you can be. Usually when getting signed, your focus isn't to make it in the Hall of Fame. Well, Barry Larkin was one of those people back in 1982. Words from Barry Larkin: "I was a better football player than a baseball player at the time. And that was influential because I just worked on my baseball talent. Just that alone, and that was an eye-opener because I got so much better." It was so much better that he was elected to the Hall of Fame on Monday with plenty of room to spare. The former Cincinnati Reds shortstop was chosen on 495 of 573 ballots, which is 86% in voting, announced by the Baseball Writers Association of America, well above the necessary 75%. Larkin was on the ballot for the third time after falling 75 votes short last year. He will be inducted July 22nd in Cooperstown along with the late Ron Santo, elected last month by Veterans Committee. And for more well-known players, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Sammy Sosa, Mike Piazza, Craig Biggio, and Curt Schilling are eligible for the first time next year. Well, Larkin, you did it, and you deserved it. Now, let's talk some football. Talking about a celebration. Did you see that Pittsburgh and Denver game? Was that close or what? Woo, it's just giving me chills just thinking about it. The Denver Broncos and Pittsburgh Steelers went head-to-head and face-to-face. Blood, sweat, and some tears definitely was in this game. From the very start of the game, they were playing their hearts out. Roethlisberger, playing on a hurt ankle he hurt a couple weeks back, stayed up with the Denver Broncos all game. This win was definitely shocking. The game was neck and neck with points leading to overtime. Through the whole game, Tebow was doing great. He ran for a touchdown himself with some help from his receivers, kept them up. After the regular quarters went by, they flipped the coin and Broncos won the toss. Broncos took the ball, starting the overtime quarter. After commercial, Broncos set up, ball was spiked, then Tebow hit wide receiver Demaryius Thomas for an electrifying 80-yard touchdown that stunned the Steelers 29-23 in the AFC wildcard game Sunday. Thomas reached high to haul in Tebow's pass, stiff-armed cornerback Ike Taylor, and outraced the safety to the end zone for Denver's first playoff win in 6 years. This overtime win was within 11 seconds, the shortest overtime win in NFL history. Tebow showed he can be a conventional QB. It was also the longest overtime touchdown in playoff history. Well, that's it for this week in sports. Remember, Prump, watching sports doesn't mean you're getting exercise. I'm Nathan Hollenbeck with your week in sports.
Thank you very much, Nathan. And of course, both of my boys are Steelers fans, so you can imagine how that went. All right, well, Healthcare Partners, Dr. Mohjar may be able to help you with your pain management.
Basically, I take care of all types of pain. This could include headaches, neck pain, back pain, leg pain, and also cancer pain as well.
Pain specialists also help people in rehab too as well?
Some pain specialists do. Actually, I'm not involved with the rehab, but we do medical management as far as medications and other medications that patients use.
Is that part of the regular medical doctor where they refer you, or is this a referral process to go to you?
Most people have a referral, but they can also come and see me if they depends on their insurance as well. If they're not an HMO type, they can just come and see me. They don't need a referral from their physicians. But we try to stay with more of the referral system, but our doors are always open to new patients.
Pain specialists are as a doctor that a lot of people seek, especially migraines and what you said, back pain.
Correct. So again, we deal with a lot of different types of pain, including headaches, migraines, and low back pain. Most of my patients actually come in with back pain and leg pain.
Dr. Mohjar is my pain management specialist, and I really like him.
Yeah?
I just thought I'd throw that out there. For more information, call Healthcare Partners at 727-9000.
And folks, for the fourth year in a row, Nevada National Security Technologies team and Navarro and Terra have partnered to provide much-needed financial assistance to the American Red Cross of Southern Nevada for families displaced by fires. The 5th annual Fire Hurts Red Cross Helps campaign will raise $250,000 to benefit local victims of fire. $7,500 was donated during the campaign kickoff event. All money raised will stay in the community and will be used to provide direct emergency assistance to the victims.
Okay. Well, with that said, what's going on with the weather?
I don't know. We're going to have to check in with Zach Fuentes after the break and see what's going on with the weather.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by Humana.
Welcome back to News 46, everyone. Zach Fuentes here with your weather. We had sunny skies today, and our high was only at 64, so it was pretty nice out there. The winds were coming out of the south at 3 miles per hour, and our gusts were only at up to 7 miles per hour. Pressure was at 30.11, and our UV index is staying the same there at 3, moderate. Our humidity was at 22%, and our sunrise was at 6:55 a.m. Today's record was 69 degrees back in 1996, so not too long ago. Now taking a look at tonight, it might be mostly cloudy out there, and our low is going to be 31 degrees, so the low won't be too bad, at least compared to the rest of the week, which I'll show you in a bit. The winds are going to come out of the north-northeast at 4 miles per hour. Our gusts are going to be at up to 6 miles per hour, and our humidity is going to go all the way up to 52%, a little bit higher than yesterday. Our sunset was at 4:47 p.m., and tonight's record was 11 degrees back in 1937. Tomorrow, though, we're going to return with sunny skies. It looks like our high is going to go down just a little bit there at 63 degrees. The low is going to be at 27 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the north-northeast at 6 miles per hour. We're going to be gusting it up to 10 miles per hour, so it might be a little bit breezy tomorrow. UV index is staying the same at 3 moderate, and our sunrise is going to be at 6:55 a.m. As far as our humidity, that's going to be 27%. And now taking a look at our 7-day forecast, not much going on there. Our highest high looks like it's going to be 63 degrees so far, and our lowest low at 28 degrees. So like I said, kind of a boring 7-day forecast, but our temperatures are remaining pretty nice actually. And today's worst weather was in Fort Glen, Alaska, where they had heavy thunderstorms. Sorry about that, guys. Back to you.
Thank you for that. The West Branch of the Red Rock Audubon Society will meet on Monday, January 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Cooperative Extension Annex on 1651 East Calvada Boulevard. For more information, call Richard at 727-0645.
And the Cornell Lab of Ornithology is having its Great Backyard Bird Count from Friday, February 17th through Monday, February 20th of 2012. This is a great opportunity to enjoy birding and to get to know each other better. For further information about the Great Backyard Bird Count, go to www.bird.source.org/GBBC. And if you wish to participate in the Prump Backyard Bird Count, you can contact Darlene at darlenefeener@att.net.
All right, and with that said, we just want to remind you, if you're watching tonight's newscast and you're hungry, give Domino's a call at 751-3030. And in honor of Customer Appreciation Month, which is January, they are offering large either sausage, pepperoni, or cheese pizzas for only $5. And you can get that by delivery as long as you order a minimum of 2 pizzas for $10.
That sounds like a great deal. Make sure you mention that you did hear it here on KPVM. Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
From everyone up here in the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Prump.
Good night.